there guys, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. I'm Xterminator, and thank you for joining me. I'm super happy to be back here looking at this, and I'm sure everyone has anticipated looking at this first post here. It blew up everywhere. It was in the Friday Facts. Raycasting engine in Factorio. Now 017 Facto Ray. This is by Arrow, and he's done so much crazy stuff. He's the one who did like the test and demonstration for the fastest you can possibly move in Factorio, like going through the silos and the trains, and like he's done so much cool stuff. So this is a video of him showing it and talking about it. We're not going to watch the whole thing, number one, because it's like 13 minutes, which would be really long for this, but two, because I think he deserves to have everyone go watch it on his channel. But I'm just going to show you a little tidbit of it. He does explain it in the video.
This is Factorio, a raycasting engine that works in vanilla Factorio. It can be controlled by control-clicking items out of chests positioned around the screen. You can go forward, backwards, rotate clockwise, rotate anti-clockwise, strafe right, and strafe left. It's not possible to look up or down. In that way, it's very similar to early 3D games, like Wolfenstein 3D. It's not yet possible to implement Doom in this raycasting engine due to another limitation. All objects have to be the same height, but it would still be possible to render something like the TI-84 version of Doom. Despite the limitations of the engine, it also offers a lot of features. For example, the field of view can be changed. Extreme values like 360 degrees are no problem. Of course, the image is very distorted at this FOV.
So yeah, this kind of gives you an idea. This is absolutely insane. I definitely encourage you all to go watch this. It's absolutely amazing. Super, super crazy. Just blows me away. We can read some of the comments here. Only logical step forward is Factorio inside Factorio. Exactly. I know we all joke about being able to play Doom in Factorio, but the fact that you say it isn't possible yet is amazing. And a little bit frightening. This is your greatest work yet. Amazing. Yeah, I can't imagine the amount of time and effort that went into doing this. Like, that's absolutely just mind-blowing. Haven't figured out how to hook this nuclear reactor up to the grid yet. Oh my god, that is so freaking awesome. That's like a 3D printed thing, but they've put lights inside it somehow. That is so cool. That looks like it would be a major pain to paint. Like, damn. That is just... I love these 3D printed things. I have a few 3D printed things of my own. They're nowhere near as fancy as that, though. That's super, super cool. So long, well, let's look at the comments here. First, you need a water pump, 4 heat exchangers, 17. It's going through the ratios, yeah. Gotta print all those first. Please don't put it in your product when it's above 900 degrees. Now I see a 3D printed accumulator that actually works as a USB power bank. Wow. So, long-headed Insurge can reach over walls, in case you were wondering. Yeah, which is pretty cool. I knew they could do that, but I'd forgotten for the longest time, so this is a good reminder. Add belts that go under walls into the game. Okay, so I'm not sure if that was a joke or not. I can't tell. Suggestion, if you run out of an item that's filled on your hotbar, clicking the icon starts a craft with that item. Oh, that's a suggestion. Okay. I thought that was a tip. I was like, damn, I didn't know that. But yeah, that's a suggestion. That would be really cool. I wonder how many lazy bastard runs this would disrupt. Probably a ton, I would imagine. Handy Hands, yep. Handy Hands is definitely a mod worth checking out. The long dark theme in Factorio. You're using the belt to detect and then signals through. That's so cool. There's this, it's a little bit different than this, but, that is so freaking cool. There is a site called Meditorio, I think. I'm not sure if it's still up or if it works in 17, but it lets you bring in like song files, and it would convert to like a blueprint of combinators and speakers to play it in Factorio. That's not quite what this is, but it reminded me of it. This is super, super impressive. Really, really cool. First time I use solar panels, this layout really satisfies me. Oh, this is such a good layout. I really, really like this power pole grid view. You missed one power pole connection and it's killing my soul. 6 over, third one down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. Now I can't unsee it. Damn it. On one hand, thank you for pointing this out. On the other hand, F you for pointing that out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, now I can't unsee it. But this is still super, super cool. Track awareness. Ah, yes. Look at the mini-map. Check for oncoming trains even when you can't see any on screen. Observe track signals. They can give easy hints to oncoming trains. Quickly cross the tracks. The less time spent on the tracks, the less likely you will be hit. Yeah, so I usually try to do all these, but it still doesn't work. Like, at all. For me. As a final point, if a train's going to hit you, run into it at a diagonal. As you run away from the train, you leave a gap where the train can accelerate gain. This will cause it to run into you and deal more damage. Well, if the train's already moving at full speed, it doesn't really help. I prefer wank. Watch mini-map. Always look left and right. Never hurry. Know your rail system. Oh gosh, okay, I can see where that's going. Couldn't figure out why my missus was laughing her head off when I came back from scouting and rigging a copper fueled 2.5 mil units to my train yard landing area. Not safe for work. Wow. That moment you realize the not safe for work doesn't actually mask the reality. Oh man. Oh man, those lights, dude. I absolutely love building around rails. Oh man, this is crazy. I love seeing bases like this where people do build the rails in their base, or I guess build the rails first maybe in this case, and then build the base around it sometimes. But this is so crazy because of, you know, how rails work, especially with curves. You have to do some like crazy spaghetti to get around it. And just look at the rest of this factory. Look how like condensed and compact this is. And I would so love to build a factory like that sometime. It's so hard for me though. That's really, really neat. It's like reaching like through the top of the power pole. Even though player character looks like he can't comprehend. Even though he's carrying 2 tanks, 4 oil refineries, and a stack of uranium ore. So it's my first night playing Factorio. Played small but the demo, knew I'd love it, so I bought it. Before I started, I told my boyfriend if I don't stop playing at 3 AM, scream at me because I know how addicting this game can be. First thing I do, getting a little into part 3, I believe. Spent 15 minutes trying to figure out how to get the labs to work. I realized I needed inserters for Science Pack 2. Okay, I have the materials for those. Proceeds to have Masscraft the 330 inserters I could have made, which also required it to make 626-ish other parts. Oh god. During all of this, my turrets have been defending the base. Of course, turrets require ammo clips to work. Guess who neglected to keep an eye on the turrets and their ammunition amounts? Me. Next thing I know, the alien bug things have destroyed the walls and turrets and proceeded to nearly kill me. Good job. By then I figured that was beyond repair at that point, plus it was getting close to 3, so I stopped there. That is quite the experience. Don't tell your boyfriend screaming you to stop playing, buy him the game, and play together all night long. Multiplayer Factorio is a hell of a drug. It is. It really is. Factorio by Facts. First rocket launch commemorated with a spiffy-looking launching platform. Oh man, you weren't kidding. That is pretty spiffy looking. I like the pink train too. This is really neat. This is really cool. I like how it's on a bit of an island too. And this like road walkway here is super nice. Even got some lights here. Reminds me a little bit of like the rock island we built in Spaghetti Western with Scarhoth. That was pretty cool. The factory falls. This is, made a post with biter bases set to maximum size and density. What did we learn? Okay, so it failed. What did we learn from this? Don't AFK for long times on such a scenario. Fortify corners, prioritize corners for automated repairs. Don't tear down defenses inside your perimeter, especially around boilers. Walls were breached after 1 day and 3 hours of playtime. Holy hell. Look at these biters, dude. Like, that would take... Like, even with nukes, you know how long that would take to clear that? I'm actually surprised it even got to that point. To last stand. Final kill stats. 26k big biters, 22k mediums. Oh my gosh, just thousands upon thousands of biters. That is ridiculous. You very slowly never AFK when biters are involved. Yeah. That is crazy, man. I attempt at universal 8x8 balancer in 41 times 16 tiles. And my brain just exploded. I feel like they could definitely make this more compact. Right? I mean, like, I don't think this space is required. And stuff like that. This is just... This is huge for an 8x8, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I'm going to criticize in-game personal bots. Strap in. Okay, well, we're not reading that. That is way too much to read, especially the speed I read. Is there TLDR? No. I have to read this after the video, though, because I'm interested if they're saying they're too good or not good enough. But if you're interested, I encourage you guys to read this. Definitely gonna read that myself. Personally, I don't really have an issue with in-game personal bots, but well, I have a few issues. I don't know if they'll cover them there. Today I learned Shift plus selecting with the CopyPaste tool allows you to edit the selection before saving it to the clipboard. Wait, really? I didn't even know this. Oh my gosh. So much new stuff to learn. That's a really, really good tip. That is really good to know, guys. 23 hour. Oh, looks like Gray is one of us. Factorio, 1,500 hours now, buddy. Oh, jeez. While back, he did a Q&A. Someone asked him how to get rid of crippling Factorio addiction. He said, "You tell me in the thousands hours deep." 23 hours of wall building, 25k artillery shells, 3 hours nonstop running with nukes, 0 life this weekend. Oh my lord. Well, at least they've put up the perimeter wall. This is gonna give them plenty of room for a base. It's gonna take them forever to get to part of the wall if it gets breached. Damn. That is a perimeter. Holy cow. Jumpstart base. Red, green, and blue sciences for early game. Oh, nice. That's actually pretty compact. Combining all this. We got green here, red here, blue. Then got some red circuits, normal circuits, gears, everything you need just right in here. That's really, really nice and compact. Blue before military. Yeah, that's always like an interesting discussion. It really depends if you play with biters, or even if you do play with biters and they're not on peaceful. A lot of times you can get away with going blue before military because you can get a few military upgrades with just red and green and blue, or maybe just red and green, sorry. And still defend yourself pretty dang well. Presenting the science carousel. This hurts me to look at. At least it's sorted here. Nice one. I like carousel really much. Where to get blueprint? I mean, the sushi looks nice. It's just not the best method for getting science to the labs. Like over here, it looks really nice. 6-6 lane balancer. Nice. It's pretty huge. It's crazy how much bigger, because like a 4-4 balancer is super small, right? And then if you just go up by 2 lanes, it gets exponentially large. I mean, like a 4-4 balancer is like this big, like right here. So it's what, like 4, 5, 6 times the size by just going up 2 lanes. Factorio Timelapse Railworld 4K. That world with any expansion enabled. I love these time lapses. I'm gonna skip ahead some parts. I think this uses like the time-lapse mod or something. They don't actually say. There is a mod, I think, where you can, it takes like a screenshot like every second or something, and then you can put it all together into like a time-lapse video like this. I'm not sure how they did that. Holy crap, I was wondering if they were building a new base. Look at the size of that oil patch. That was nuts. Oh, hold on. Wait, so they put the rail on the outside of the wall? They were trying to do like a buzzsaw type of deal. Nice, rocket island. I like putting the rocket on an island like that. That's really cool. Time lapses are so fun to watch. I used to love watching Minecraft time lapses. Beacon low density structure production using mixed belts, 3 items per belt. That's pretty impressive. I'm actually surprised these can all work fully. Because of the amount of copper it takes, that they're able to combine the steel, copper, and plastic in the correct way to make these be able to run constantly, but it looks like they are. So this is super impressive. Like I say, for those like me that did not notice, the Corex process now accepts productivity models in 0-17. Each time the productivity bar fills, it will output 1 extra U235 at 20% productivity. This will bring the average amount of 238 that is consumed per 235 down to 2.5 from previously 3. Yeah, so this is actually really good to know. You can put it in here. Yeah, but like once you get a uranium process going, it's not really that big of like an issue, like a bottleneck. So I don't think this makes a huge difference. But if you do want to, you do have the option, which I guess is nice. And I believe that's going to do it for this one, guys. I think we covered everything. Some really, really crazy, mind-blowing posts. Really cool creations, bases, stuff like that. This was a really good week for this, for sure. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed. Leave your thoughts below. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all. And do take care.